I sort of look like a gay Ali G. Anyway, hello, good afternoon, my name is Max and welcome back to Team Lucid Dream. So, with lucid dreaming, for the most part, I pretty much believe everything takes part in the brain. I don't really believe that there's any kind of outside influence going on. I also don't believe in an afterlife, but you know, I'm always very open to these ideas and I like to explore them. So one of the things I wanted to do was speak to my great-grandmother who died when I was maybe like 3 years old. And the reason I wanted to speak to her was I thought it would be really cool if I could ask her to tell me something that I couldn't possibly know in order to see if it is possible to contact the dead. So this was quite early on in my lucid journey and I wasn't that great at it, but you know, I still kind of wanted to give this a go. I was having a regular dream and I'm in this big old warehouse with a few random people and I don't know what it is, but something just kind of triggers off lucidity in me. And I know full well that it's a dream. I don't really have to reality check. I know I know it's a dream. I remember that I need to speak to my great-grandma, and I go to the nearest door. I open it, and I find her in there. Now I've only kind of got a faint image in my head of what she looked like. You know, I've seen photos of her, and I do have some memories of her. But as far as I'm aware, she did look like my great-grandma. And she's kind of stood at this counter, and on the counter are various monitors, and even though I don't see what's on the monitors, I assume she's basically watching people on Earth through these monitors. I go up to her and I say, do you remember who I am? And she went, yeah, I know who you are. I said to her, could you possibly tell me something about my mother that I couldn't possibly know? And she said, oh yeah, when she was like a toddler, she put her hand in some glass and she cut her hand and I helped her with it. And that was all that I got out of her. And I was a bit disappointed because I thought that's still a pretty vague anecdote. Like, there's not a lot of details there. And I could have been drawing off one of my own memories of like my grandma helping me, because I think I assume we've all got a memory of our grandma helping us at some point. I imagine that's a common thing. So I woke up, I was a bit, meh, okay. And I didn't tell my mum about this dream until maybe a year later when we kind of got onto the subject. And I told her all about the dream, and you know, about how grandma said she had a cut on her hand, and all of a sudden my mum started crying. And now, me having all the emotional intelligence of a shoe, didn't know what to do, and I was confused. I was confused as to why she was crying and what I'd done. And she did show me like a crescent moon shaped scar on her hand, and she said she couldn't really remember anything about it. She knew that she put her hand in glass and she'd hurt herself. She couldn't remember if her grandma, my great-grandma, was there or not, but she seemed to believe I had actually contacted my great-grandma. Now, as I said, it's not enough for me to, you know, change my mind on the whole thing. It still is quite a vague anecdote. You know, if there had been like tons and tons of details, maybe, you know, but as I said, maybe I was drawing off one of my own memories and, you know, my subconscious had twisted it. It could have been something like that, but it is a very interesting idea, and I think the idea of contacting past loved ones is quite good, quite interesting as well. I think, how many times have I said interesting? But if you have recently lost somebody, or you know, you're struggling to move on from the death of a loved one, lucid dreaming might help you in that regard to get a bit of closure and to kind of maybe say goodbye. You know, you're more than likely speaking to your subconscious interpretation of that person than them. Obviously, however you view that, it's totally up to you, but that might be something that's helpful for people who are dealing with bereavement. So that is my dream vlog for this week. I hope that you liked it. Feel free to hit the like button and to leave any comments if you've maybe had a similar experience, you've tried contacting someone. It would be really great to hear. Don't forget to also hit that subscribe button, guys. And as always, I have been Max, aka the Rah Rah Rabbit. See you in the next video.